Discourse on the Bhikṣu. Guarding correctly the six senses, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, the Bhikṣu is able to put an end to all suffering. Moving hands and feet in mindfulness, talking only when necessary, heedful of all actions, always enjoying the meditation practice, knowing the better way to live alone. This is the way of a practitioner of noble silence. The practitioner guards the speech, speaking gently and modestly of what is wholesome, and uses loving speech to teach the essential meaning of the Buddhadharma. Desirous of learning the Dharma, investigating the Dharma, happy to study and practice the Dharma, the Bhikṣu relies on the Dharma, is stable in the Dharma, and does not lose an opportunity to practice. Practicing without seeking material gains, the Bhikṣu does not crave for what others have. If a Bhikṣu still desires what others have, he cannot succeed in concentrating his mind. Receiving alms in moderation, without any intention to store them up for herself, the Bhikṣuni is praised by gods and humans. She purifies herself and eliminates all unwholesome actions. Seeing that all physiological and mental phenomena are not real, he is no longer deceived by them, no longer clings to them or grieves their loss. Then he is a true monastic practitioner, practicing loving kindness, cherishing the Buddhadharma, and penetrating the practices of stopping and looking deeply. The Bhikṣu calms all mental formations and arrives at peace. Like bailing out water in order to lighten the boat, the Bhikṣuni releases all attachment and craving, hatred and ignorance, and she arrives at nirvana. Letting go of the five sensual desires, abandoning the five mental formations of greed, hatred, ignorance, pride, and doubt, cultivating the five powers, the Bhikṣu overcomes the five views and he is free from the flood. Practicing meditation and not letting her mind wander aimlessly or become disturbed by sensual desire, she does not swallow the molten iron of desire or burn herself with the fire fueled by that desire. Without meditation, there is no insight. Without insight, it is not meditation. With meditation and insight, there is a way to nirvana, finding a secluded place and dwelling where it is calm and pure. The practitioner stills and collects his mind. Living in solitude, he removes himself from worldly life and focuses his mind on looking deeply into the emptiness of all phenomena. Mastering the mind as though it were water, able to control the five skandhas so that there is clarity, joy, and harmony in them, the Bhikṣuni can taste the sweet, pure nectar. A proprietor of nothing, neither an establishment nor an object, a Bhikṣu knows clearly how to master the senses, living simply, knowing that he has enough, and practicing the precepts correctly. For her whole life, she lives in chastity, seeking wholesome teachers and friends. The wise practitioner is able to perfect herself and to cross the ocean of suffering in order to arrive at the shore of joy. Like someone who sells jasmine flowers, shaking the branches so that the wilted flowers fall off, the Bhikṣu shakes off all craving, hatred, and ignorance and unties the ropes of birth and death that have put them in bondage before. Able to calm her body and speech, bringing her mind to that place of wonderful silence and abandoning all worldly speculations, the Bhikṣuni is praised as one who is truly silent, able to master his five aggregates, to calm his mind, to safeguard himself, and to contemplate the noble truths. The Bhikṣu discovers peace. She can protect and take care of herself without being caught in the view of self or doing harm to others. With that kind of mastery, the Bhikṣuni is called wise and good. Happy in his life as a monk, with the capacity to generate great joy and to arrive at the place of true silence where all phenomena are seen as arising from conditions, he will enjoy lasting security. A practitioner may still be very young, but if she wholeheartedly practices the Buddhadharma and the precepts, then she is like the moon that shines brightly, not obscured by clouds. Laying aside the superiority complex and all other complexes, the practitioner is like a lotus flower born pure from the water. She lays aside all notions about I versus you, and she knows that this way is most noble. cutting off craving and attachment without any regret, like a lotus not tainted by the mud. The bhikshu crosses over the raging water, conquers desire, and realizes clear understanding. Make the effort to stop the flowing current of samsara, take refuge in yourself, and be determined to abandon craving and attachment. As long as craving and attachment are still there, the mind continues to wander in that direction. Diligently go forward, make every effort to master yourself. As a monk or a nun, if you are indolent, then your mind will continue to return to impurity. If the practitioner is indolent and procrastinates, not determined to end all afflictions, he is not truly living the life of chastity and purity. How then can he hope to arrive at the great treasure of precious jewels? Why should a monk follow his desiring mind and not practice according to the precepts? If every step entangles him in attachment, then why does he allow his thoughts of desire to drag him along? With his robe slung over his shoulder, committing acts that are not in accord with the Dharma and not being able to stop, the monk should remind himself that acting in this way, he cannot avoid falling into unwholesome destinies. Someone who is not able to master herself, who is difficult to counsel and to teach, is like wind blowing into a dead tree. Knowing that she is the one to bear the fruit of her own actions, why does she not try to practice diligently? A monastic is one who knows how to stop the thinking mind. Nothing needs to be cut off or thrown. All complexes, attachments, and transgressions of the precepts can be transformed when one knows how to lay aside passion in order to practice the path of meditation. This is truly stopping the mind. A monastic is one who knows how to stop the thinking mind. Nothing needs to be cut off or thrown away. If one can abandon laziness and give rise to faith and confidence, she will have the capacity to put an end to all suffering. Someone who does this is an outstanding monastic practitioner. Translated from the Chinese Dharmapada, Sutra 34.